Nope.
Yikes-ola. Glad that's over with.
Yo, what up, chat? Oh, I just rolled out of bed, man. It was, look how late this fucker is. Look, chat. DunkBot 2.0 stuff, man. It's fucking with my schedule. It's fucking with me. Alright, chat, it's good to see you guys. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday night. I mean, it's only 12:58 a.m. So, to me, in my world, it's still Friday night, but I know technically it's already Saturday for a lot of you guys. Yeah, it's a whole thing, but I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. I hope life's treating you well. Hope you're getting some good gaming in. I know a lot of you guys have been living the Silk Song life. Silking it. Can you try this, please? Scrandle? Wait, was that the... Hold on, Diary of Dunk. Which one was this?
Well, I wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
I'm not as worldly as Northern Lion, okay? We've loaded this up. It did not go well. The first thing I saw, I was like... I was not even on the right continent when I was guessing the foods and stuff. It went poorly. This is not that one? This one's different? Oh. Play daily? Each food has a percentage rating as decided by social media polls. Click which food item you think has received the higher rating. Think about everything you see, the price of each item, the country, the quality of the photo, any included extras.
Well,
Let's scran.
See this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
I don't even know how to pronounce this food. Roast pork and cracklin, chicken curry and chips. I mean, I know I would prefer the roast pork and the cracklin. So I'm going with that. Hey. Ooh. Meat and potato pie. Le sandwich. Le sandwich. Lyonnaise? Nailed it. Le sandwich versus meat and potato pie. I mean, this is upsetting me. So, but I don't. Sausage, onions, and Saint. Is that Marcelin sauce? Marcelin sauce. There's the price tag. If I zoom, enhance. There we go. There you go. There's the price tags. Always bet against the UK food. I do think that's a pretty solid philosophy. You fucked me. Oh, I know we're right. We got it. It was red. I thought I fucked up. I was like, you piece of shit. How fucking dare you? Wigan kebab. No, we were good. We were good. It wasn't a fuck. It was correct, right? We were right. Steak pie with gravy. Wait, they verse themselves. What do I do? That's why it's a fuck. Where? What do we do now? Help! Help! Wigan kebab. Steak pie in a roll. Steak pie with gravy.
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
UK with their Depression era food. Yeah, why does it look so bland? Like, I don't know. There's not a lot of color in the food that they're showing. Look, they just gotta get a better camera. Why add gravy to everything? This one's hard, man. Let me think on this. So, in general, what would be more popular? Wigan kebab, which I don't even know if I'm saying it right, or steak pie with gravy? Gravy is fucking delicious. What a stupid question. I mean, some gravies are. The problem with gravies is like, if you are eating, like some foods, if you don't like an element of it, it's easy to remove or like ignore or whatever. But gravy's a pretty overpowering, right? So if you're not down with the gravy, you're fucked. It's like all throughout your food. Gravy is horrible. Wait, you don't like all kinds of gravy there, Snicks? That's a little bit crazy, man. There's a gravy out there for you. You just haven't had it. Dunk takes gravy seriously. We don't need that clip, Ricky. We don't. We don't need that shit. That Wigan is shit. So this is shit or the shit, Uncle, because If it is the shit, that means it's a good thing. One is so depressive looking. Yeah, it's. I feel like it's the camera. Like it just made it look so bland. We're gonna go with a steak pie with gravy, even though I feel like the gravy may make it where the Wigan crap is more popular. Oh, correct. Well, all right. So just go with my instincts. Oh shit! Fried pork belly with added salsa verde. That looks awesome. Oh shit! Pastrami sandwich. This is looking pretty damn awesome too. Even though this one is 3 times more expensive. Mexico versus USA. Holy shit. So we're going by popularity, right? This one does look pretty damn good. Oh shit. That was a close one. That was a close one. UK versus Korea. Hot dog. Wow. Versus chicken and beer. What? Hold on. It's like two. These categories are so vague. Hot dog versus chicken and beer. Well, obviously, I'm choosing chicken. I'm not a beer drinker, but fucking, I've had Korean fried chicken. Chad's heard me rant about Korean fried chicken about 742 times, and I think today is day number 743. If you haven't had Korean fried chicken, try some. That shit is the best fried chicken out there. So I'm going with chicken and beer, even though I could pass on the beer. Oh my God. Wow, you're telling me only 12% chose that bland ass hot dog? Shish kebab versus pie, chips, and gravy. First off, those aren't even chips. Those are fries. So that's an embarrassing typo by the Scrandle people. I know, chat. I'm joking. I know. UK, they call that chips. It's jokes. Calm down. Backspace, whatever rambles you were typing. Kebab looks zesty. Why is it so green? What's happening there? The green is scaring me. Is that like some avocado sauce? Mold? Oh, that's lettuce. That's not lettuce. Wait, no, this is lettuce. I'm talking about, look on the actual meat. Like right there. You see that? That's green, isn't it? This is lettuce. That is not lettuce. I don't know what that green liquid is. Mint sauce? Lettuce sauce? That is lettuce. This is not lettuce over here. Lettuce liquid. Oh, Shrek cum? All right, that's probably what it is. Lettuce burnt ends. I always burn my lettuce before I eat it. Burnt ends are delicious, though. I don't know about in the lettuce world, but pie, chips, and gravy. Cutting it close. Fried chicken and chili versus pie, chips, and gravy. I mean, I know I'm choosing fried chicken and chili, but I always hear people from the UK are all about that fucking pie, chips, and gravy. I hear they're all about it. But me, I'm choosing the fried chicken and chili. Why is the one option always pie, chips, and gravy? It's the best representation of the UK. I'm going to go against my instincts on this, or what I would choose, because I'm choosing this one. And I'm going with, I think... Come on, man. This is too good. This is... Wrong. Don't do it. Okay, so stick with my instincts. I just always hear chips and gravy. You guys in the UK are just fucking living on that shit.
Never understood the fuss about gravy. So mid.
Some gravies are damn good. Especially like get some white gravy with like sausage in it for breakfast on biscuits. That shit's delicious. Though it is kind of crazy that it's like looked at as like a breakfast food because you probably don't want to move too much afterwards. Probably just want to lay around. Gravy for breakfast? That's a common thing here. But it's not this kind of gravy. Hold on. Let me educate something. Hold on. Give me a second. Party Horse is ignorant. Let me show him. Let me show him what your biscuits and gravy should look like. Okay, this actually does not look appetizing. Hold up. Some of you guys who are not big into gravy are gonna look at this and this is gonna be like, you're gonna think you're right. because it does look like somebody threw up on some biscuits. But it's the good shit, man. Like this one right here, this is some white gravy with sausage. Like, you know, they cook it into the gravy, then they put it over some biscuits. This does not look great. I get it, but this shit is. It hits, man. Like this is, you eat this shit and you're smiling, but you're also probably not. It definitely is heavy. It definitely is heavy because it's literally just bread and gravy. Thanks for the education. I'm telling you, Party Horse. I don't even know your taste buds, but you would like it. That's how confident I am in the fucking sausage gravy and biscuits. It's hard to dislike. It's like you're saying, you know what? I don't like happiness. It's like I have a feeling you do like happiness. You just don't realize that this is happiness. Anyways, hold on. We're almost done. Then we'll do the shop. Okay, chat said to go with my instincts. I just hear the UK is all about this fucking chips and gravy, and I hear that their taste buds are kind of fucked, but okay, sticking with my instincts. Oh shit. Oh shit. Maybe the UK people are like me. Bacon cheeseburger with chips, $12.90. Bacon cheeseburger, $6.50. Why does this one look so fucked? This one looks fucked up, but it's like half the price. It says bacon. There's like so much more bacon on here. You guys are saying left because it does look way more presentable, but look at the ratio of bacon. That bacon ratio is insane. This image looks better, but this bacon ratio is insane. They're wrong. They fucked up. These people don't know basic bacon ratios. It's embarrassing. UK, step it up. They're just going by the picture at this point. Like, at this point, you're saying cheeseburger. They're like, look at this. This cheeseburger looks like fucking plain as hell. And then this one's like this hot dog with all this stuff on it. But you know what? Hot dogs are fucking weak. Yes, see, people are just choosing the picture that looks more enticing. They're, oh my God, what the fuck is this? Fish in a bun? Chicken gyros? Okay, we definitely going with this one. Get that shit out of here. Nah. People, the image is fucking things up there.
Choosing the picture that looks more enticing is literally the game.
No. You're supposed to be going off of which is more popular. I thought it went off of like sales or some shit, right? Because it said look at the pricing, like which sold more. And I'm telling you, if you're selling bacon burgers with fucking ridiculous like stacks of bacon. That shit's outselling that little, what was that, like a McDonald's piece of bacon? That was like something that was just like like you could just get a hint of bacon flavor out of it. You already forgot what he read? Hold on, what was it? How did the game work? I thought we were supposed to go off of, you saw the sales? You forgot the rules in 10 minutes? Listen, we started talking about gravy and stuff. It's based on what people on Twitter picked. Oh, okay. Well, obviously, yeah, they're just going by the pictures. They're just going by the pictures. They don't know shit then. They don't know shit. The All Holy Mountain Perks run idea. Hold on. Synthetron is in full yap mode. 10 times perk lottery. You must take all Holy Mountain perks from the Holy Mountain you enter. You can reroll perks, but only before taking any of. So you have to take one, essentially, is what he's saying. Or you can reroll the perks, but only before you take. Oh, meaning that not that you have to take one. You can't commit to grabbing any of them until you're willing to take all of them. You can't be like take one, reroll some. I got it. You must take all perks in the same reroll. You cannot take one, then reroll the two remaining. Got it. That's kind of a cool ruling. I like that rule. You can leave the perks and enter the following biome. Rest of the world to get more money to reroll, but you must take the perks before entering the next Holy Mountain. That's also a good rule. If you have digging, you cannot avoid the Holy Mountains. Same goes for if you go through the main biomes and parallel worlds. If the perk lottery fail, that is fine. Consider it a lucky break. Do this alongside a bigger run like 11 orbs, 31 orbs, all bosses, etc. This could be up to you. It's a pretty cool idea for a run. Basically, it's like forcing you into some kind of, likely some funky perks that maybe you wouldn't take normally, but you will have a lot of perks.
Do it.
A bit boring. You don't like it very much, Marful? You don't think it's got the spice? I don't know. This thing's kind of interesting. I think it's a solid one. And mine wasn't. I can't believe this. Vex, yours was an insane person's idea. This one here, it's like he had to explain a lot, but in reality, it's pretty simple. He was just trying to cover like little, like variable outliers to make sure that you can't, you know, no lawyering went down. Not bad. These guys just want you to suffer. I'm here for the fun. What would be a fun run? Give me an idea. What's your idea of just like a good old fun Noita run there, Siffy? Strip Noita. All right, Stoic. Keep your pants on. I'm new. I have no idea. Oh, come on. What would be a good... I'm 20 hours in and haven't won. Ah, okay. Sip just wants a Noita adventure. They just want to go on some good old Noita adventure. Every wand you see in every zone must be fired one time. You may keep or drop it afterwards, but if you see it, you must fire it.
You lie! You lie!
This all perks idea is clear in concept and simple in execution. It's just clean.
It is
It
clean.
doesn't have 50 rules or overly specific requirements. That's why it's good.
Yeah, I agree. He gets it. What was that? Turnip juice? I agree. Perks is for babies. All boss run, no perks. We can make that happen. You guys want to do that today? All bosses, no perk run? No, I want to see the all perk run. We have like two very opposite ideas. One of them, we end up with a shit ton of perks. The other one, we ended up with, we do no perks. So, let's, I guess, do a poll. We'll just let you guys decide. So, no perk, all boss run, or, I don't know, what are we going to call this style? What did he end up naming it? All Holy Mountain Perks run idea. So, we'll just call it All Holy Mountain Perks, all boss. How about that? All perks, no perks, chat voted perks. Now you have 3 poll options. There you go. I'm doing what Vex is saying. That's the poll. All perks versus no perks versus chat voted perks. You guys will decide. It's gonna be a 1-minute poll because we've already been jerking it for too long. We need to get to the gameplay. Just as a one little rule here, if we go with the chat chooses perks, I am allowed to re-roll before I say, all right, chat, choose my perk. I am allowed to re-roll, but the perk must be chosen before I can leave the mountain. Before I can leave the mountain, meaning all re-rolls must be done before I leave that mountain. No reroll? Okay, hold on. If you're curious, I won't abuse it. I just want to make sure that there isn't like teleportitis on the table. Because teleportitis, yes, you guys are going to be like, that's hilarious. But at the same time, about 5 minutes into choosing teleportitis, you're going to be like, oh, well, what other streams are there to watch? Because you're going to be bored as fuck. Being like, walk to the boss, teleport away. Walk to the boss, teleport. Walk to the boss, walk to the boss, walk to the boss, walk to... And you're going to be like, fuck this, I'm out. It's the poll. It's our poll. It's decided. Chat should be able to reroll. Well, chat is allowed 1 reroll. Chat is allowed 1 reroll as well. We'll see if that one wins. We'll see what happens. Look at that. It may not even win. All perks. All right. It's been decided. Noita. Let's call it the 10 dice. All boss run. I guess, are we doing all boss? Oh, yeah. All boss daily run. 10 dice, all boss daily run. The reason I call it 10 dice instead of all Holy Mountain perks is people will think that we're grabbing 100% of perks in the game. Like, throwaway run idea. Reach and beat new game +4, but you start the game with 100 stacks of teleportize. Wait, what about if going off of Vex's idea, instead of going for all bosses, would you guys rather do, let's go to like new game +4? I don't know, like one of the new game pluses? Because we've been doing all bosses so much lately. Maybe new game pluses would be more fun. Are you doing TI today? Probably towards the end. Is that okay, Solar? Okay, we'll do 1 TI bet for Solar, so he knows we love him, and then we'll do the run.
Some people say it's better than busting them.
Okay. So the challenge run that you guys voted for, we're going to be going to new game plus. That's where we're going to be going in the challenge. I'm not going to do it yet. We're going to do one TI bet just because Solar needs a little bit of that a little bit of that betting gamba energy. So Noita, Solar, TI, and Solar, you know what? What's the range going to be, Solar? Hit me with the range. The range 12 to okay. What? Don't try to our birthdays together, 12 and 27. Okay, that range is fucked, man. Like it wasn't the greatest season. 12 to 27. Oh my god, this range is, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, this is messed up. But I also know that Solar is a guy that's like planning 10 steps ahead. I know this because I've watched him code. And wait, what the hell? What did you guys update? Enemy upgrade? Upgrade enemies? Hold up. All right. New game. Twitch integration. Let's go. But yeah, Solar was planning ahead because what he was baiting you guys. Yo! Ziggy, don't you try to distract me with your support. You're being suspiciously supportive right now at this exact moment during Twitch integration. I'm keeping my eye on you, Ziggy. Thank you for the 5 bomb. But it won't distract me. Ziggy will not seduce me into a loss. I got this. I'm too focused. But yeah, what I was talking about with Solar planning ahead is that he knew you guys would get baited in by that range. But he also knew that my God Gamer abilities would overcome the challenge, which would shut down all the tiny brainers that are doubters, which would result in killing all their streaks, which is genius, actually. Leave it to Solar. Always coming up with great plans. Mildly popular streamer DunkOrSlam was arrested for illegally trafficking sweat inside his glands. Wait, what the fuck? What am I reading right now? All right, we're moving on. Jets talking crazy. Giving some love after my first Noita win and met with suspicion feels bad, man. First win? All right, you know what? I'll forgive you this time. You were just so amped up and excited. You timed it the exact moment of the Twitch integration run. Clearly innocent. Clearly. Congratulations, Ziggy, on the dub. And you got it on a weekend. Meaning that you were locked in. This is a successful weekend of session of gaming. Dude, there's so much bullcrap going on right now. That's fine. Random telly just took me up a little bit. Also, if I miss any subs, I'll shout out in a moment. But I think Ziggy's sub bomb is the only one that I was behind on, so we should be good. Just in case. And then after this, we're going to go on a daily run adventure that I've actually never gone on before. It's an idea that Synthetron had, which was a pretty original idea. I think it's a cool run concept. We're going to try that out. See, man, thank you for the bits. Thank you. Damn it. Alright, unlimited. Oh, fuck. It's gonna piss off the gods. TARDIS, thank you again for the bits. Dom the Dinosaur, thanks for the half a year. Thank you. Good luck, DunkOrSlam. What are these DunkOrSlam comments about when you guys are the old ones? I'm youthful, filled with energy. Don't be jealous. Delanatron, thank you for the 35-monther. Thank you. Almost 3 years. Mark Zuckerberg for the 55-monther. Yo, and Swedish for the sub as well. Swedish EOD.
I really wish you
Did I get
guys
Midnight?
could see
Yeah, I
this
got
guy
Midnight
right now.
Jesus
He is
earlier.
grunting.
Midnight Jesus. Drenched in sweat. This is kind of a tricky setup. I was just checking if there was a heart there. Earthquake, we gotta run. Make sure nothing hits us in the head. When earthquake happens, I really clear out of the zone. Like, I get the hell back. Because you never know when there's gonna be this stray rubble that flies to the side, you know? And those things hit for, like, they'll insta-kill me. You just hit way too hard. Not bad, not bad. Wait, what? Where's my... Hold up. Hold up. Cast delay. Okay. Well, apparently you guys messed with it a bit. There's a freeze there. So I could kill this guy and get the gold, but I feel like it's not worth the time. Oh, damn, I thought it was... Ugh. And I really don't like any of those, so what we're going to do is we're going to just bring Steve over. Come on, Steve. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Just try to not get him killed, but I think that he may have got bopped in the head right there. Oh my god. Holy shit, are they all... What is happening? Why are they all... Oh my... What is going on with the snipers? What is actually happening? Why were they all snipers? Oh my god. This is fucked. This is fucked. What was that? There's literally no way out. All it did is just... Okay, that was dumb.
We got him.
Hold on, let me try it real fast. That was actually dumb. Did you guys see the snipers? Crazy snipers? Yeah, that I don't even know what that was. There was at least 8 snipers. You saw that shit, right? I'm not crazy. I entered into that zone and it was that was the most snipers I've ever seen in a hiisi base like clumped together. Usually you see like clumps of hiisi, like the regular like shotgunners and all that kind of crap, but I've never just seen an army, a fucking firing squad of just snipers. Wait, what? Did I fuck up? What do you mean? Why are you spamming question marks?
You guys can see this guy right now. He is drenched.
Chat? What's happening? You guys having a stroke in there? That's fine. Thank you, Bobo. Half the time I can't tell if I messed something up because they're like spamming questions. Like, use your communication skills. Use words. They go full on to caveman mode. They just start typing out grunts. I'm just like, I don't know what that means. Ooga booga. Ooga booga. BFG, thank you for the 14-monther. Another sweaty month. Wouldn't have it any other way. Me caveman. Me simple. Rancho Sanchez with the 8-monther. Thank you, Rancho. Rancho Sanchez. Honestly, it kind of pissed me off a little bit, though, that last run. I felt like if we were just like one little thing away from having a good run, because our health was actually coming together real quick. Did you see how much HP we found? Like 3, maybe, I think it was 3 hearts in such a short period of time. I was like, okay, this actually can go the distance. That was the reason we were able to tank so much damage in the hiisi base, because we had just found 75 health. We were essentially sitting at like double the HP we normally would be sitting at in that zone during TI. I was like, oh baby. But then the Curse of the Temple hit, and Curse of the Temple's in some zones it's kind of like whatever, it's not really that big of a problem, like in snowy depths and stuff, but in the hiisi base it's too good. You're like in this really tiny zone, everything just is trying to murder you, and then it's like, oh, on top of it, if you touch the walls you die. Like, but the whole zone is walls. Oh wait, I got enough money now. Ooh, okay. We go over here. Worm it up. Grab this. He has melee immunity. What? I don't have melee immunity. What do you... Wait, do I have melee immunity? What the fuck? Did that just go through me? I have explosion immunity. What is this? Oh, what? If that would have happened on the bet run, I would have been like, this bet is not counting. That is bullshit. Does it upgrade everything? So it tries to turn enemies into a stronger version of themselves. Does it choose every enemy?
I
about rats?
You guys can see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
Okay, so these guys don't upgrade, thank God. These guys do upgrade, which is a big deal because the upgraded ones are probably too strong. Like, unreasonably strong. That may actually be worse than New Game Plus. The difference being you had New Game Plus as well. That would make sense. The difference being that this one's on a timer at least. New Game Plus vote is like perma for the run, which is way too fucked. Late night cat. Just a cat hanging out late into the night. Appreciate you for the support. Let's see, we had Mark, we had Swedish, we had Midnight. Alright, yeah, we're all good. Can you open the daily? We're gonna open it. Let me just finish this run, then I'll open it. Yep, yep. What is in this first? Nah, garbage. Garbage. Is there any way to exclude certain vote options? Yes, so that is one thing that I do have control over. There is a outcomes area where I get to choose and I can straight up disable ones that we feel are too good. That way these guys who are cooking up stuff, I think that may have been a patch from Indoor Cat, I think. I don't know that for sure. But if they get too wild with their cooking, we can just be like, you know what? I reject this meal you've cooked up for us because it is garbage. I wonder what the upgraded form of that guy looked like. Imagine going to the hiisi base and there's 8 fucking oh my god, like on that one, that would have been no, I would have actually just said no, that bed does not count. That's, like, this is not fair. Oh shit, upgraded Steve. I wasn't. There's got to be some ruling on that shit where you can't just... If you're in a tiny area, how the hell are you supposed to react to that? It's literally just called a vote of break the flask. There's nothing you can do. By letting it take a wand? What? It's even more stupid. The fuck is your keybind that you always... That's not a keybind. That's the literal thing. If you hold a flask when that move happens, it throws your flask. If you have a wand, it grabs the wand out of your inventory. Because the counter to it was that you hold a flask, they then updated it to make sure that even holding a flask is stupid. Oh my god. Just point it up and catch. But if you're in a tiny room, you can't, I don't think. I think it just breaks it. Okay, well, that's a dead end. Alright, chill with the acid. Oh, no. Oh, wait, I can fit. Can you switch to an empty slot? No, you can't. You can't press something that... You can't go to nothing. I would like to hold nothing in my hands. You must be holding something. Unless you have literally no wands and no flasks. That is a fake? Yes, it is. I am screwed. I have no flask, so I'm just literally melting to death right now. Okay, this seems really balanced and fair. Thank you. I feel like the balance in some ranges is just not quite there. I feel like I'm drowning in some situations because there's just so much stuff overwhelming me, and then it's just like, hey, you know, while you're drowning, like, do this other random task on top of it. The drowning part's not bad. Like, that's how you're supposed to feel, like a struggle, right? Oh, I'm being overwhelmed. But at some point, it is like you're drowning, and then like, here, do your taxes. You know, like, it's an impossible scenario. There isn't, like, there's no skill to get out of that. You're just done. I'm extremely impressed by chat trying to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. But that sniper world gen truly saved the bet. That was fun, though, Dunk. Also, lock it in. I did lock it in, Solar. I did lock it in, you piece of shit. That's you. At least Solar saw the Sniper World Gen, because Solar recognizing it is also significant, because Solar has looked around in the code. He has played Noita for many years, so for him to say, yeah, that was some weird shit. Okay, the naming of this this next bet is a little confusing. I will explain it in detail in just a moment. But I know some people are like, it's the weekend, they got shit they got to do, whatever. So they want the bet to hurry up and open so they can place their bets. And so the bet is open. I'll explain it in detail in just one moment. So you don't have you can wait to place your bet to hear what the actual challenge is, or the daily run's going to be before you place it. But for those looking to get the hell out of here as soon as possible, there you go. It's open. Also, here are the streakers. These are the people that bet on me losing today's daily run and got rewarded. The fact that there was a person that believed in me, though, I feel like they deserve... Oh, my overboard stream and X-Files. I appreciate you guys believing in me, all right? Listen, 12 to 27, it was an evil range. But even with that evil range, both of you still believed in me, and that earned you a special place in my heart. So while these guys, maybe they did end up on the win streak boards... I think the most important boards is the right here. Get out of the way, Sweatley. They can't see. I'm pointing at my heart. The board's on my heart. So Overboard Stream, X-Files. You are the real winners in my book. Even though your streak is dead. But you're the real winners. Trust me on this one. Can we watch Stalling Part 3? No, we cannot watch Stalling Part 3. Toxic No Signs going out to the Diary of Dunk. Hey, Diary, I was about to watch a video from that. You're fucking a doubter? And you earn a golden Toxic No Sign? I don't know about this video now. I'm questioning it. Red Eye with the Toxic No as well. We're almost done. We're almost all caught up. I do want to see what the Dunk Diary was posting, though. He's got me curious. He said the latest video, right? 40, wait, what? I thought it was 40 seconds of the latest video. Is it the first 40 seconds? 40-second video? Oh, look for the 40-second video. Wait, what is this? What is this? Hold on. Is this gonna be, this could be damaging to my reputation. Mods, get ready to delete the VODs. Prepare yourselves. All right, yeah, that's good. All right. Let me check. What does it Chase check this? That is so important that I must stop everything I'm doing, damn it. Dunk, wake up. New swelling just dropped on W Place. Really? Hey, that was worthy. And Dunk approves. Wait a second. What the fuck? God damn it, Chad. I knew where that was going. That's so stupid. So dumb. Is that the rat from Gungeon? Listen, I'm not familiar with a rat ass from Gungeon. I don't know, maybe you're playing a different version than I am. I'm unsure, but yeah, that ass doesn't when I'm playing Gungeon, I'm not like, wait, that's where that rat's ass is from. All right, let's explain today's challenge. Noita, 10 dice daily run, and I'll just put new game plus just because it's like, yeah. All right, you ready for the explanation? You're all paying attention. You're not distracted by some rat's ass, yeah? You're locked in? And then we'll do the shop. Yes, let me explain. Then we'll do the shop.
Always be at your side.
So, we are going to be playing today's daily run, but with a twist. So let me load it up real quick. Daily run. It did not put us on the right daily run. Hold. Wrong twist. All right, we're on the correct daily run. So for today's daily, what we're doing is we're giving ourselves perk lottery 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you may be asking yourself, what does that do? Let me turn that off real fast. What does that do? Every time you have a perk lottery, it gives you a whenever you go to grab a perk, there's a 50% chance that the other perks that you once you grab the one perk, normally the perks are trying to disappear. There's a 50% chance they do not disappear. So, okay, so focus up, Noah. Focus up. I don't know the math on this. Somebody will have to math it up, but it should be 95, 9, I don't know, probably like 97% chance that whenever I grab a perk, it's okay. It's way over that. 1 in 1,024. Okay, so a 99. Let's say a 99% chance. There's a 99% chance that whenever I grab a perk in the Holy Mountain, the other 2 perks will stay. So the rule is that whenever I choose to grab a perk from a mountain, I have to grab all of the perks that mountain is offering. So what I mean by that is that if I can re-roll, but once I choose to pick up a perk, I have to grab all of the perks that are sitting there. There is no grabbing one, re-roll, grabbing another, re-roll. You can't do that. It's literally grab all the perks sitting there. There is like just, you can re-roll them, but once you're saying that I want to grab one of those perks, you're getting all of them. Does that make sense? So the result is you end up with a ton of perks at the end of this run, but likely we're going to have several perks that we do not want. Now, the special for the rule lawyers out there, Synthetron got ahead of you guys. He explained it in detail. You can reroll the perks, but only before taking any of them. You must take all the perks in the same reroll block. You cannot take one, then reroll the remaining perks. You can leave perks and enter the following biome / rest of the world to get more money to reroll, but you must take the perks before entering the next Holy Mountain. If you have digging, you cannot avoid the Holy Mountains. Same goes for if you go through the main biomes in Parallel Worlds. If the perk lotteries fail, that is fine. Consider it a lucky break. So it'd be a 1 in 1,024 chance, I guess the chat said was the math. Do this alongside a bigger run, which, okay. So hopefully that gives you a general idea of what's going on here. We brought through the shop. Oh yeah, one more detail on top of this. So the overarching goal of the run is to go to new game plus. Then once we get to new game +3, we're gonna start doing a coin flip, meaning there's a 50-50 chance we have to go to new game +4, and then once we get a new game +4. There's a 50-50 chance we have to go to new game +5. So basically, we're just flipping a coin. Chat will get to choose. Flipping a coin, and until the chat loses a coin flip, we have to keep going into further new game pluses. Meaning, theoretically, if the chat wins 10 coin flips, we will have to go to new game +13 today, which will take many, many hours. Like we'll be playing for like 20 hours or something. Okay, maybe not 20, but I mean maybe 20 because I won't build a world tele wand, so we would literally be walking the entire time. It would be really slow. Well, with telebolt, but not world tele. Get back to your corner. Oh yes, back to my corner. Does this all make sense? Is everybody on track? Everybody on track, and it makes you processed what the hell the run's supposed to be. Okay. Yes. Good. Are you allowed to perk dupe so you can stack some tinker with wands to negate
Sorry,
no wand
Dunk,
tinkering?
I was staring at a rat's booty. Can you explain the run again?
Are you allowed to perk dupe so you can stack some tinker with wands to negate no wand tinkering? Test 60 says yes. Yes, because no wands is lame. All right, the chat ruled yes. I don't know if we'll do that, but they ruled yes in case we need to. I need to see a thick rat ass to regain my focus and understand the run. Can you help me out? No, you degenerates. Start a new run. So chat decided not to do it on the daily. They want it to be a random seed that nobody knows anything about, is what they ruled on. Hopefully nobody freaks out about that. Somebody will always freak out. You guys like to freak out, but hopefully majority of you don't freak out. Perk lottery 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, the coin flip won't start till new game plus. So to win the 3rd New Game Plus. So you guys could instantly lose the first coin flip, which is hopefully how it will go. They're freaking out, man. They're freaking out. All right, I think we're set. Wise choice. The daily had some nasty perks. I'm allowed to reroll. Like, I'm allowed to reroll in the mountain. Chat's allowed 1 reroll. And let us begin. So today's, you know, this is not the daily run anymore. So it's a random run, and even I don't know what the seed is. This will keep people from trying to go to Noita and know what the upcoming perks are and force rolls and crap.
I think I'm gonna sit this bet out. Lot of rules to this challenge. I gotta protect the 40 streak. But good luck. You got this. Dunk.
Oh, I really wish you guys could see this guy right now.
I don't know. It is like a lot of rules because I don't like to do a lot of rules, but I feel like the rules aren't necessarily too complex. We'll see. We'll see if I end up being like, God damn it. We'll see how it goes. He's muted. He's muted. Oh, was I muted? Did the mic? I moved the mic for a second. It may have. It's so nice when Dunk muted himself. It happens from time to time whenever I bump the mic. My bad. My bad. All I said was my social security number and where I live and my bank account information. So you didn't miss anything important. Thoughts on going to the pyramid? You got acceleration. You can also mod restart to duplicate the strength acceleration for a second. As a little dirty, but you are right. Acceleration starts are one of those that you should actually consider it. That is because the too long complaint makes sense, but when you have acceleration, it doesn't make as much sense. You right, Yoke. Let's do that. Get the extra 25 health. Could save the entire run, just because of one little min-maxing move. Do the mod restart thing. A minute is not enough. It's okay. It's good enough. I mean, it was my own fault. I kind of wasted some of it. We'll have to do the walk back of shame for being not thinking fast enough. What happens when chat wins every coin flip and we reach New Game plus 28? Then once if chat is RNGesus and wins that many coin flips, well then we end up playing for days to pull that off. And you guys stare at me as I sweat my final moments of life away. I don't know. I die on stream. I feel like we'd be playing for a very long time. Because, like I said, I'm not planning to do a new game. I mean, to do a World Telewand. If you're doing World Telewands, these make a huge difference whenever you're going into the New Game Pluses. But if you're only going to a couple New Game Pluses, it really isn't that necessary. But if you're going deep into New Game Plus, it makes a drastic difference. To give you an idea, when the first New Game Plus 28 run was done, it was done over weeks. People were doing it, or a person was doing it for several weeks, and then got it done. And the devs were like, you know, amazed. Holy shit. Well, now speedrunners have managed to do that exact same run, and they have it down to like 4 hours or some crap because of World Telewands playing a massive role in how quick you can get it done. Can you make the reroll vote at 75% or more so we don't waste it on something? Yeah, I mean, I would be down for doing Yolk as a rep again, but he may not have that much free time. Yesterday, he had a bit of free time to hang with us. I like him to be able to come and go as he pleases, not feel obligated to hang around. But yeah, having a rep would be perfect. Vyout says I have all the free time. Okay, Vyout's the chat rep. Vyout says she's willing to take on the responsibility. So, and she's an old school Noita player, so she's really knowledgeable. So she will be the chat rep in case there is a close vote and there needs to be a decision. She'll be the one. So if it's not over 75%, the chat rep, which is Violet, will make the decision. Okay, so for anybody that's just that's watched many of my runs and says, hey, you never head out to grab that orb, Yoke was just brought it up, and it is a good point that if you get an acceleration start, a lot of times it does make it. I mean, I wasted a lot of my acceleration, but if you're paying attention, it should mean, hey, I have acceleration. Maybe I do make the long walk out to get the orb since you are moving significantly faster. It's probably good that I start getting in that mindset so that I, you know, because it's 25 health is life and death at Noita. There are moments that I survive an entire run all because of that extra 1 HP, you know, single heart saving the day. Any tips for intermediate/advanced players? Ooh. Tip for intermediate/advanced. I mean, Noita being kind of a pick your own adventure style thing, you know, game. It's hard to say what people's weaknesses are. You have to kind of like watch them. For me, mine definitely is in the wand crafting realm. I never really dove into the divide buys and all that kind of stuff, but there is great guides out there. They exist. They are on YouTube. There's on the wiki GG for Noita, all over the place. So I guess a recommendation would be, if you really want to dive deep into getting to understanding really complex wand builds and stuff for the Giga Chads, those are the places to check out, because there's great resources out there depending on what you're lacking in Noita. But some people love the wand science, and they already understand all that kind of crap, but they do more time wand sciencing and reading guides than actually playing. So I'd say in that case, you end up seeing people that they have this really deep understanding of the game, like some of the really complicated stuff that's not even mentioned in like the tooltips, yet when you watch them play, they kind of have like weird movement, like they don't quite understand like enemies' attack patterns, and because a lot of the enemies are decently predictable. It's not saying that every move they make you know exactly how they're gonna move, but in terms of like what they're capable of, most enemies are not capable of that much. They have like a little bit of jerky movement, sometimes they'll jump around, but they always have like one little basic attack. It's not like they're busting out like several different attack patterns and stuff, and you got to memorize them all. It's like, this guy's capable of one thing. This guy's capable of one thing. So if you play the game a lot, you learn that pretty quickly, how they move and the one thing they're capable of, and then it makes it really easy to get to God runs, because you're just like, hey, every time you see the enemy, you're like, oh, I know what to look out for, and you know what to avoid, which results in you basically just not taking much damage very often. But that one is not necessarily like, there's not really advice on that. That one's just like spending time in the game, getting a feel for. So this guy right here, he's a shotgunner. You'll hear his little ch-ch, and then you just kind of, the further out you are, the easier it is to dodge his set of shots. I see a lot of new players where they struggle with on this guy, not new players, but even intermediate players. They see this guy and they know he's capable of, but for some reason they get close to him while he's loading that, he's racking the shotgun. As I get hit, while he's racking the shotgun, and that results in, basically, it's kind of hard to time the movement. The bullets do bounce. That is one of the funky things. The bullets will do some weird movement, and whenever that happens, that I get got by bouncing bullets all the time. But the key thing to helping me keep from taking too much damage from this guy is distance. It makes it a lot easier to get out of the way. Close is scary. The closer he gets, the more I'm likely to get tapped by him. I have a harder time dodging him. Let's see if I can. Whoop. Okay, anyways. For me, the problem is always getting health up. Are all the runs dependent on the Heart Mage exploit? No. You don't need to do that at all.
I was a mod.
Oh, so about the Heart Mage exploit. So no. In fact, the Heart Mage exploit is more one of those things that's kind of fun to do, and if you're feeling lazy, it helps you save a lot of time on collecting hearts. But we do runs all the time that we do not use the Heart exploit. We used it yesterday, though. We definitely used it yesterday. Today, like, there's a good chance during our run today that we won't even use the exploit. If you are really determined, you can usually find a setup for the Heart Mage exploit to take your health up to like in the thousands. These days where I'm at in terms of like with Noita and how I approach a game, I usually do the exploit if it just falls into my lap. Like if it's like, oh, here's a Heart Mage and oh, here's a heart, then I'm like, oh, they're right next to each other, might as well. Yesterday was the exception because yesterday's run did get pretty damn spicy. So I had to go out of my way to make that exploit happen. You'll need it for when you get glass cannon. Oh shit, Lude's right. I may end up having to do the exploit today because the glass. If we get forced into glass cannon, which is very likely to happen, then I'll want to use that exploit. But at least that will give us something to talk about, because a lot of people don't even know that the Heart Mage exploit works whenever you have glass cannon. They're like, wait, but hearts are not supposed to add health, and it's like, yes, but it adds health because of blah 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 blah. Can you do the Heart Mage exploit without Ambrosia? Kind of. You gotta remember that when the Heart Mage is hitting you, he does do a little bit of damage. So if you don't have Ambrosia, it just means you don't push your health down as low. You don't risk as much. Because at some point, if your total health bar is 10, or let's say your total health bar is 7 for some reason, and he hits you, that means that even at 100% health, you'll just insta-die. Because he does 7 damage to a health bar of 7. You did. Yeah, so this guy right here, that's what, again, that's talking about the enemy's possibilities. This guy has some of the funkiest movement. He's like just leaps around, but because he's just a melee guy, you see him, you just know, okay, just back up, don't get too close to him. Such a jerky and weird movement, but if you're back from him, he doesn't have any range attacks. I mean, I get meleeed by him, don't get me wrong. I mean, just like I got shot earlier because I thought the angle was okay for the shotgunner wouldn't hit me. But as long as you learn those general things, it helps you cut down a lot of the damage. Which makes you runs more consistent and all that crap. It's just the usual game stuff, right? Just learn what enemies can do and then you don't fall for it. This guy's a flash thrower. These guys are pretty tanky. That's my problem with these guys. Is if you're just using a basic ass spark bolt wand, it ends up taking so long. But you'll notice that I sometimes bust out like my missiles during these kind of fights because I get tired of just, you know, smacking away on these guys for an hour. The cocktails that these guys throw, you can't actually fill it with other. It doesn't allow you to put other materials in it. It really doesn't have much use to me. Your power word video from around 2 weeks ago was a fun watch. Would be fun to be here live for the next one. Chat really likes the power words. I think they think I'm like memeing it up a little bit with the frustration, but it's real. Like trying to police every little word I say to make sure I don't trigger a power word is so difficult. It messes up my brain. I'm sure some people would be good at it, but it's definitely not my skill set. So with that said, the reason I was saying that is because I don't play it very often because it fries my brain. But we'll be doing another one in the future, don't you worry. It's another person that is like just know his attack patterns and you can be pretty good. Oh, no. It's especially nice whenever you get stuck on a corner like this and you can kind of just, hey, I'm just smacking him to, oh, he can't even see me through this. Perfect. You could tablet bop this guy for the extra gold. But we good. Well, that's an explosive I'm just dancing next to, isn't it? There, that's my advice for the intermediate player. Trust, they should be learning to trust no explosives, but I think at that point, there's still some explosives that you trust because you haven't been burned yet. The expert players trust no explosives. 0. Even if it's nowhere near you, you're like, I don't trust that thing. Alright. There may have been a little bit of zone there that we didn't explore, but we did okay. We did good enough. Damn. The first mountain is quite lame. First set of perks. I'm going with the grab. Chat, it's your call. Would you like to use your one reroll of the entire run on this moment right here, right now? No, 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 yes.
Nope.
No, 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 no.
Nope.
Take them.
Nope.
All right, so we will be grabbing our first set.
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
A little drenched in sweat. So let's grab them up. In fact, we'll probably grab them in the order that we would prefer, just in case something goes crazy wrong. I probably should go grab stuff for. Who cares about the min-maxing? Who cares about it? Do all this. All right. So first mountain, we grabbed every perk. No rerolls used yet, and not only that, but now we have some interesting stuff because the No More Shuffle made it so that we can do a little setup. It's not bad. Good enough. So right now what I'm trying to decide on is, do I want to piss the gods off yet, or do I want to hold off a little bit? If I do want to hold off a little bit before pissing off the gods, all I need to do is get some kind of trigger, such as this one here, the firebolt with trigger, and we put it there. It costs 50 mana, so it's got 92. Then we grab the return, this costs 40, so yeah, it should be good. And then we shoot the firebolt like that. When it hits something, after a moment, it will pull the player there. Ta-da, we're there. Okay, so then we shoot this out of the mountain. And the return hits out there. After a moment, it will pull us out of the mountain. And we're good to go. We still haven't grabbed the heal. That thing is chilling. You know, there's a clip of you streaming at your old house and you can hear gunshots outside. Can you recall if you ever found out what happened there? Shit's weird, though.
Water to lava, transformed.
What the fuck?
All instances of what is and could become water instead become lava, transformed.
Hold up.
New guy's in the corner puking his guts out.
You talking about the apartment and stuff? Yeah, there is a clip of gunshots happening outside. It was, actually, that time, no, I never found out what happened. It was just gunshots. But one of the times when I was asleep, I woke up to, like, a lot of gunshots. I was, like, just sleeping, all of a sudden I hear, ba 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 ba. I wake up, I was like, what the fuck? And, I was like, I crawled over, you know, I was like army crawling over the window, just peek out there, like, what the hell's going on? And you know, there was like, at first I saw like a person running between the cars, like running kind of away, but I couldn't really tell what was happening. And then from there, it just seemed like people was walking through the parking lot normal, and I was like, what just happened? And then about, I don't know, 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, a cop car without its lights on or anything just slowly, casually pulls into the parking lot and eventually parks, and guy gets out, looks around for a while, walks back to his car, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know, like 5 minutes later, like 6 cop cars and stuff all start pulling in, and they start pulling out caution tape and stuff. I was like, what is going on? And yeah, they like roped off all these cars. Apparently somebody just rolled through a parking lot just like unloading a gun. And, but yeah, in my, you know, I don't know what happened in my life. I know I live in Texas, so you guys are like, oh, he probably hears gunshots all the time. No. I mean, maybe around like the holidays, you can't tell if it's a firework or a gunshot, so maybe I heard some then and just didn't realize it. Just assumed it was a firework. But I never really heard, you know, besides being at a shooting range, never just was, you know, sitting at home and heard gunshots. And then there was like this 2-year period that I heard it like 3 or 4 separate occasions, and I was like, what the fuck, near that apartment. And then now it goes back to I haven't heard any gunshots in several years. Who knows, man? Dunk lives in the trenches. The thing is, it didn't seem like it was that rough of an area. I guess it must have been decently rough. Had to have some like gang territory or something, because I never found out any more stuff. I would look up stuff online to figure out, because the guys, they roped it off with caution tape. You figured there'd be something online. There was nothing. They were just like, it was just another day. Just chilling. The only time I've ever heard gunshots was in the army. Wait, you were in the army, Latali? Is it mandatory in Finland? Yeah, it's mandatory. Oh, I feel like you guys told me this before. How long is the time in the military mandatory? I'm guessing 2 years? I feel like that's usually what I hear whenever there's mandatory service. Yes, but you can also do 1 year of community service. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's only 6 to 12 months. That's... Some people skip for health reasons, for example. I could have, but said I wanted to go. 6 to 12 months. I did 12. All right. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I hear about it pretty regularly, not for Finland specifically, but just in general, because in like esports, you'll hear like these pro players that are like, you know, a god in their game, and then they're like, well, I'll see you guys in a year or two or whatever. Like, they're just going to be gone for a long period of time, even though they've been dominating the esports scene. And it's almost always because of some mandatory military service in, like, the country that they live. Which is, like, that's kind of rough in that case, you know? You're like, damn. They're, like, in this really unique situation. And to be like, guys, I'm going away for a while. That would suck. You think there should be mandatory service in America? Good thing I'm out of that age group now. Hell yeah. One of the few things America does well, the world's only purely voluntary military force that's staffed constantly. Whether or not that's a good thing is debatable, but it's impressive. Not always voluntary. There's been times. Can you tell us the story of how you dodged the draft again all those decades ago? Shut the hell up. You think I was around back in Vietnam? Do you still get PTSD flashbacks after from 3 tours you did in Vietnam? So how old do you guys think I am? My dad actually went to Vietnam. He was in that shit. How would that make any sense? How could both me and my dad? What kind of timeline is this shit? I guess it is possible, but it'd be really fucked. 81, 80? Oh, thank you, Chad. Thank you. You guys think I'm so young. Your dad fought in Vietnam? Yes, he did.
When will we see your daddy on stream?
Why'd you say daddy? Why are you making it weird? Yeah, he's got crazy stories. He's experienced some shit. The only games that he really got big into was he got big into the old school Zelda, the original Zelda, which is why my brother's like a huge fan of the game. And then he would play Tetris, and he would play the original like Mario, Super Mario Brothers, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, he played on the regular Nintendo. He actually played, I think, quite a bit. But, and then he just never moved on from that console. That's the only games to this day that he plays or will ever play. Like, he doesn't play it often, but every once in a while he does play it.
The Battle of Thermopylae was fought in 480 BC at Thermopylae between the Achaemenid Persian Empire under Xerxes I and an alliance of Greek city-states led by Sparta under Leonidas I. This is where Dunk served. Vietnam was after his time.
Thermopylae. My dad loved turn-based strategy stuff, Civilization, older war games, etc. My dad probably would have gotten huge in that stuff. He just never, I don't think he ever tried them. Like, he never got the chance to. But yeah, he definitely is into, like, if you, like, one of his birthdays, I gave him, you know the little Death Note puzzle that's, like, pure white? He's, like, obsessed with puzzles in a way that, like, kind of, like, upsets him, where he's, like, if there's a puzzle that he has that's unfinished, he, like, can't sleep. And he's like one of these people that's like, it hits like, you know, 6 or 7 p.m. and he's like, it's time to be getting in bed. The only time you'll ever catch him up after that is if you give him a puzzle of some kind. So I remember giving him a puzzle for his birthday, the Death Note puzzle. And I remember he was up for like 24 hours just like doing that puzzle. And that's how he always is with that stuff. He's like obsessed over it. But he gets like kind of angry because he's just like, I hate that damn puzzle. It's like, you don't have to do it. It's like, it has to get done. What does the third perk do? It makes it whenever a projectile enters into this here, it tries to teleport my character in a random direction to dodge it. It's like an auto dodge, but it's kind of shit. I don't grab this perk very often because I don't like it. Because it literally can auto dodge you in the direction of dangerous stuff. Like you could be, there could be a canister right here.
See this guy right now. He is
something super deadly and explosive. Maybe an acid flask right here. Enemy goes to shoot me and he'll auto dodge me right in front of the acid canister crap, and then it just, you know, it can auto dodge you into a death potentially. All right, time for the next holy mountain. This could be where things get really spicy. All right, let's see what this mountain has to offer for us. Damage plus, not too bad. All right, chat, remember, you guys are allowed 1 reroll the entire run. I think I am going to be grabbing all 3 of these perks. Are you guys interested in using up your 1 reroll for the entire run? Chat says no.
Nope.
They're like, take it. Let it ride.
Nope.
No, ironically. You shut your mouth.
Nope.
Alright, I kind of want to use this. Got this. Actually, this is... Wait, this is the way. I've got a plan. So we take the blood material and we empty it out. That's way too slow. Yep. Alright, check this shit out. You guys ready for this? Are you strapped in? Are your pants on? Blood material, 0 charges. Right now we shoot. Add the heavy spread to the 0 charge blood. Yeah, now we're cooking. Now we got a little bit of damage. Chat going schizo is regular? Yeah, that's what brain damage does to somebody, I guess. Okay, dent boy. Things I put up with, man. You literally have headphones, dent, and receding hairline. What? First off, that's a part in my hair. You wouldn't understand. It's called a middle part. It's like, no, that's not a dent. Holy Moses, no, that is not a dent. See, the problem is when you get a haircut, you're missing hair. Hold.
I recognize the council has made a decision, but given that it's a
See, there's no
stupid
dent
decision, I
there.
elected
See,
to
we're
ignore it.
fine. It was just the hair was parted, that's all. It just parted a little bit. There's no dent. There's no dent in Slam. I showed you. I moved the hair back. It was normal. There's no gamer dent. And Tito's link. What do we have here? What am I looking at right now? Wait, what the fuck? Which one is Tito? I don't know who. Tito, are you evergreen in the Discord? You guys got to be consistent with these names, damn it. There's no way you guys are talking about this massive write-up. No, here's the one below. Wait, are you Sigil? Sigil? I think it's Sigil. What is this? What is this? This is photoshopped, clearly, you guys. You listen, you're actually, if you think this is real, you have no hope because AI is going to actually fry your brain if you cannot piece together that this is fake. Come on, chat.
Okay, fine, I photoshopped the Pepe onto it.
Shut the hell up, Tito. Okay, I need this freeze. I need this blood. I need everything. Proof that it's real. Miser is the one fucking time. I swear to God. No, see, hold on. My hair is a little big. Oh, let me. Oh, I got a full screen. I gotta get it. I need an enhance over here. No, see. That's like. So you guys don't understand. It's like the front of my hair is fluffed up a little bit. That plus you guys are seeing at a different angle. It's like, are you even considering the curvature of the Earth? Probably not. You don't understand the science of it all. That's embarrassing, chat. You guys think the Earth is flat. That's what you're saying right now. That is what you guys are arguing. You got to consider that, and when you're looking at that angle, and it makes it look like it's dented, you're embarrassing yourself, chat. Please stop. Control yourself. Let's talk about old games again. Let's go back to that. Let's go back.
DunkOrSlam.
DunkOrSlam. User map settings, Brood War. Yes, I spent so much time in the custom games in Brood War. In fact, I barely played regular StarCraft, which I know is like amazing. A lot of people speak really, but I was a kid, so I had really bad mechanics, and you know, old school StarCraft, it's all about having good mechanics and strategy. That's like, I was terrible at that shit. I played a lot of money maps and then just custom games. Like that was when I learned about those tower defense kind of games. Got hooked on those. Cat and mouse. Dude, there's just so many good ones, man. So many good ones. Back to your corner. Oh shit, my bad, chat. My bad. You guys were still screaming about the dent. All I played were competitive comp stomps since I was so bad at. Yeah, yep. I remember. I play those too. I'd play those too. They'd be like, but do you know? This is my take on the whole. You know, like Among Us and all that shit, because people love Among Us, or at least they used to, right? There was these years that it was like this shit. They don't know about the original popular Among Us, which was comp stomps in StarCraft Brood War. And the way it worked was, basically, you had a public win-loss record, Let me explain. Let me explain. You had a public win-loss record. So because of that, you would, you know, noobs like myself, I was a little kid, you wanted to have the best record possible. You want to have as many wins as possible. So what you would do is you would go into these lobbies where 7 players, you could have 8 people in a match, right? And it would be 8, there would be 8 people, but they'd make one of them just a PC, like an NPC, like just not an actual human, and the other 7 players were people. You would get into the match, all 7 humans, people, would ally up and just, you stomp the computer into the ground and you get a free win, +1 to your stats. But what happens is, this turns into some Among Us shit, because what happens is 7 people, they group together, but there's a check you have to do called Allied Victory, and it means that if your side wins, you want the game to end. If you don't check that, it means that the game will not end even if you're allied to everyone. So what would happen is the computer would die, and then the game wouldn't end, and people would be like, did somebody forget to do Allied Victory? And you now start accusing each other of who did not check it. And there would be some crazy shit happening there. I swear, some of the craziest fucking lobbies where dude would be like, you know, everybody's accusing each other, so you kill off the one person. Everybody thinks, it's this guy. This guy's the one that didn't ally victory. But all right, we fuck him up. You fuck him up, he gets kicked out of the lobby, game doesn't end. You're like, oh, fuck. It wasn't him. So everybody's building up while this shit's going on. And everybody's building up because they don't know who the hell is the one that didn't ally victory. And so you're just building up because in back then though, the stakes are higher because these are us nerds who want a good record. You want your record to have as many wins as possible. So in Among Us, I don't think there's any stats like that. So people just are wanting to, for the sake of the, you know, that. But there were stakes, man. You were like, I need a good record. That's why you were in the comp stomp to begin with. Hold on. So then you'd be like, all right, we eliminated this guy, it wasn't him, and then meanwhile that dude is in like, you know, some Blizzard chat popping off about how these pieces of shit just like betrayed, like killed him in a comp stomp, and he's pissed off. So you find the next person, everybody's like, yeah, it's this guy, he was the one being the asshole. Then you would kill him, he'd be dead, game would not end. You'd be like, oh shit. And it would slowly be dwindling down, and usually your turn would come up, and you would realize you fucked up. You fucked up. And they, now they're not going to believe you, and you're one of the ones that was helping kill people. Yeah, it was the whole thing. That was the original Among Us lobbies. It was crazy, man. You got kicked from a lot of lobbies, huh? You're carrying a lot of trauma? Oh, I am carrying trauma from those lobbies, because I can remember, as a kid, I'm in there, game ends, I did my part, game doesn't end, like, you know, for some reason it's not ending, and you know, everybody gets accused regularly. You'd be like, it's you, and you're like, no, I swear it's not me. As a kid, you're like, I swear it's not me. I wouldn't do that. Look at my record. I have a good win-loss record. And then they're like, nah, it's you, and you're like, no, please believe me. Good times, good times. You are sucking all the oxygen out of your neighborhood. Take a breath. Ah. No, there's good memories, man. I mean, like, it was traumatic as a kid because you're like, I want to win, but good times. Yay, teleport. Speaking of good times, fuck yeah, teleport's on the table. I'm going to go ahead and move to the next mountain. I've just been yapping, running around. Just doing my yap thing. So this wand here had a freeze on it, and the reason I wanted that is, well, the gods are pissed. And since the gods are pissed... Why do we hold on to those? Damn, now we're just going crazy. Alright, so this guy, we hit him with the freeze. Oops, and apparently smacks me. Then we kick him. And he's dead. Easy. Alright, so remember, we're still playing the rule. We have to grab every perk in the Holy Mountain. We are allowed rerolls if we want to reroll the whole set, but I think I'm cool with this set. Chat, would you be interested in rerolling the entire set? Let me know. Alright, so chat chose no reroll. There was only a couple people saying reroll. We're going to go with these. This actually kind of sucks because I really do not like... It's one of my least favorite perks is that... oops. One of my least favorite perks is that knockback perk. It is garbage. Extra knockback on spells. Your spells knock enemies around with more force. Yeah, not a fan. On the topic of money motivators, Riot recently stated they're going to crack down on pub stomping alt accounts, even though they bring in more revenue from extra skin sales. Some content creators made a fuss on Twitter, and Riot devs replied with the McDonald's application. Wait, really? If that's true, that's prop to those devs, because it is. I get it, right? It's like this weird. They're in a weird. They're like held hostage a little bit by these content creators that are like both giving them money but also ruining their game for other players. For example, my main income is boosting / coaching, but I make off coaching only maybe 15% of what I make from boosting over a month. What do I do after? I just chill at McDonald's. Wait, I don't understand. Like, they're that blatant? Usually people try to disguise their boosting. Be like, I was just playing with my friends, or I was doing this. And then usually like it's like, okay, clearly you're boosting. This person just straight up like saying like they're just straight up being like that I was boosting people. What the fuck, man? But yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know. Wait, what date is that on that message, by the way?
Is drenched.
Wait, August 11th. We're talking like less than a month ago. They're that blatant over there in the League of Legends realm that they're just like, hey, I make my money off of people paying to boost. That's crazy. Yeah, in the Dota community, a lot of them try to hide it. They obviously they're boosting and all kinds of bullshit. In fact, we played Ionic, I think he was in the chat just a second ago. We actually ran into a guy who had I still don't know if he was a scripter or maybe one of the greatest Dota players I've ever played against. But his account was like suspicious as hell. It was like exclusively playing in China, in the Chinese servers until like a month ago, and now exclusively plays on the US servers, and he was a god. Like the best invoker I ever seen. Like not even the pros, they couldn't. This motherfucker was going ham. But it was weird. He only went ham after a little bit. It took a little bit, and then all of a sudden, once he was in his mode, you couldn't. He was frame perfect. That's Elon. That's Elon. Didn't Elon claim to like die again in Path of Exile? I swear I saw some Reddit posts where it's like Elon claiming he died again or some shit. Path of Exile 2. He's like, oh, lost my character. Like, Elon, we know you're not playing that shit. Well, we know that he's the one playing whenever the character dies, but we know you're the one not leveling it. That already got exposed. That's old news. Elon makes others play PoE for him, right? I mean, yeah, he doesn't even, it's not even like, at first I think he maybe tried a little bit to hide it, but then later whenever he was confronted about it, he was like, well, that's what all the top players do. There's a funny clip of Quinn watching Elon at some, I don't know, whenever Elon was at one of those things like Trump rally or some shit, and you see him live on camera, and then you see Quinn pull up Elon's account on his stream, and it shows that he's currently playing Path of Exile. He's like, Elon! Elon, no!
Elon! Wait, Elon, how are you logged into the game, Elon? How are you logged into the game? Wait, explain. Wait, how are you in the Sulfurix Caverns right now, Elon? You're in a map right now, level 96, but I can see you there. He's in a Mesa now! Elon's in a Mesa! You're changing maps, Elon! Stop!
Dude, this is the worst perk. Why is this perk in the game? It literally shoves the enemies out of the way. It's like saving the enemies from me killing them. So frustrating. His Elden Ring build is so funny. He's like fat rolling and doing no damage. But at least that maybe is like his actual build though, right? Which is like a cooler thing to be. I mean, obviously it's not, you can have shitty builds, but at least, you know, if you're claiming to be this, you know, running all these companies and stuff, obviously your builds are not going to be flawless. It doesn't matter if you're a genius or not. I mean, some things you have to spend a good amount of time in the game to understand the nuances of. But his builds in Path of Exile and stuff, weren't they like insanely good, and like everything was done like super well? So that's where people started to get a little bit suspicious, where they're all just like, wait a second. You're telling me this guy is no-lifing a game while simultaneously running all these companies, and he's like actually good at it? Wasn't it obvious he had no idea of the game when he played himself? Yeah, and then yeah, well, at the very least, stuff that didn't make too much sense for a person who's Because there's a huge difference, there's a huge gap whenever you are good at a game and when you are a elite, one of the best in the world. There's a massive gap there. Like in Dota 2, I like to think I'm pretty good. I have been the rank Immortal, though I played with Ionic a little bit and I may have dropped to Divine. But still, Immortal is considered like a pretty good rank. But the reality sets in really fast when you start to see pro players and everything and you realize just how shit you are at the game. So he is not just claiming to be good at it. He's claiming to be like, I think it was like top 8 in the world. And so that's where things get really like, that's where it starts. He could have gotten away with claiming to be good and just bullshitting his way. You can't get away when you're like, hey, I'm one of the greatest to ever play the game. Also, which hotkey do I press for this? It's like, what? Can we watch you play Dota? Probably wouldn't like it. Since I'm not the greatest at it, it takes like all my focus just to like maintain my lane. Just to, especially if I'm like last hitting in the mid, I wouldn't be able to watch chat at all. I am not the greatest at last hitting, so I'm like dead focused to be like, we gotta get this one last hit. For those League of Legends players that don't know, it's actually complicated in Dota because there's denying. This is a whole other mechanic that opens up the realm of skill to actually make it a complex game. You League of Legends scrubs, because he's old. D-Fear, shut your mouth. What's up, D-Fear? What are you doing awake? What are you doing awake? Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Account sharing is shit no matter what. It's just not fair. Exactly. That's the whole point. And it is a weird thing to lie about. I would feel kind of Giga Chad, though, if I was like a top tier Path of Exile 2 player that earned it on my own. Because imagine you are the guy that Elon is like LARPing to be. Like he's paying somebody to pretend to be you. You're like, shit, man. If you wanted to be me that bad, I mean, shit, we could talk. I could teach you some things. I'd be kind of, I wish Elon was like, you know, paying Yolk to do speedruns, and I'd be like, well, shit, I mean, you want an upgraded Yolk? I'm right here, man. All right, Yolk, sorry, I had to give you some shit. I'm sorry, Yolk's like, this motherfucker.
Do you return the shopping cart to the proper spot in the store or leave it in the parking lot like a swine?
No, I always return it. But that one's a little bit different, though. I wouldn't say a person who is lazy about the shopping cart is necessarily like gonna be like, you know, that seems like an extreme, you know. You're like, you didn't put the shopping cart up? I can't trust you with shit. But I do get what you're saying on a level. There's you ever watch that dude, the shopping cart narc dude? Now that guy's gonna get stabbed one day. He probably has already been stabbed. It's a dude who like attacks verbally people who don't put their shopping carts up till they have like a mental breakdown.
I swear to God, Dunk, turn off the goddamn sensor filter for TTS. It is so annoying.
It's like the default. I didn't even mess with it. Oh no! Fuck. He throws magnets on people's cars and shit. Yeah, he really tests them. He really pushes them. I didn't mean to pull my flask out. You want to reroll or anything? That guy's hilarious. Yeah, he's a crazy bastard.
Turn it off the default.
Default's my way of life, man. The way to live. What's the win condition? We have to get to new game plus at least.
Nope.
Once had an absolute shit of a library patron who I saw leave his shopping cart in the middle of the driving lane in the Kroger parking lot. He was also a preacher.
What the fuck? What the hell?
Nope.
Nice. No reroll. Okay. Jesus, take the card. Bobo just pushes it. Jesus, take the card. He'll rack it up. Don't worry. It'll be fine. All right. So eat your vegetables is right here. So I'm not allowed to go to the next mountain until I grab these. That's the ruling. But I am allowed to temporarily hold off picking them up. And that's what I'm going to do for the moment.
Also, you can read my original TTS out.
Chat says reroll. Oh, wait. Did they say reroll? Okay, we can. Vialet, thank you, Vialet, for drawing attention. Let me do a quick poll. Is it actually? Or are you just trolling? Poll. There were more yeses than good thing Biala brought it up. There are more yeses than I realized, but it does still look like no's the majority. What are the perks? Oh, my bad. It was these right here. It was Saving Grace, Eat Your Vegetables, and Repulsion Field. So the reason I guess some people are considering it, because, I mean, Saving Grace and Repulsion in the same grab is pretty sick. So remember, if it ends up close to where yeses is just slightly over 50%, Vial gets to make the final decision. If the yeses is in a majority by like 70% or more, then we just go with it. Ooh, so no won by 2 votes. So then Vial doesn't get to make the final ruling because no did win. It was a close one. So we got a shotgunner dude right there. That's perfect. That means what we can do is we can actually put this heal right there. And we can say, hey, shotgunner dude. Here's my wand. No, I didn't mean to. He shoved me back into that. I wasn't done getting the heals. I needed ambrosia first. No, don't waste all my fucking shots, man. There we go. No! Drop that wand, damn it. How many did he waste? Damn it, he wasted half the damn thing. More than half. Read Malinka? What we got here? Put Matter Eater on the lawn. Oh my god, why am I so stupid, Malinka? You're a hero. You're a hero! Wait, where was the long distance cast? Why did I not think of that? Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Totally forgot. I was a smart kid, I don't know what happened. Now I'm fucking dumb as rocks. Actually, let's go ahead and just move this here. The Luminous Drills won't matter as much. Then we'll grab this, refreshing that, and then now, because we have Matter Eater on a long distance cast, we have Infinite Digging. I totally forgot. But luckily Malinka was there, paying attention. Okay, that was... So this is an example... This is an example of why this perk can be so bad. Because some people in the community, they stop by and they're like, oh, you don't think that... shit, what's the name of it? The tele dodge? You don't think teleport dodge is good? Well, here's an example of my character with against my will. I didn't choose to do this. It teleports into the damn lamp, which electrocutes me, drops me here. This could have gone really badly. Never trust teleport dodge, and that's why you almost never see me with this perk, except for on gimmicky runs like today. Healer, sorry about that. You were just wrong place at the wrong time, my friend. So the only thing we really need to focus on in this run is powering up in such a way that we can scale into the new game pluses. And then once we feel confident that we can do that, we can start just going for them, you know. It was a new concept because before we really have 100 players in the same map. You had the classic PvP, you know, stuff. Okay, we'll do the song. We'll do the song. What keeps the charges on the Matter Eater? Because we don't have any actual projectile. The only thing on it is a utility spell. There is no official projectile. So you have to have an official projectile for Matter Eater attached to reduce the charges. So instead, you just have something that isn't reducing the charges and it can be used forever. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Sorry, chat. I know. I've been yapping. Today we just been hanging out and yapping all day. But here's a little bit of chilling while we collect gold. And yes, I did give you guys the full version because you've been listening to a lot of yapping today. Oh shit, that was loud.
Lurking in this sweaty cave here in Dunkville. Moist mobs, monsters, swapper mages.
True.
It's a dunk thrill. Might get a victory. Extend your win streak. Never find you. Punch a goon and slide into some DunkTales. DunkTales, ooh. Got giga brains and sweaty stains. It's DunkTales, ooh. Draws in sweat, I'll bet that orange hood smells. Ooh. DunkBot 2.0. Gonna be here any year now. So hold your breath and hop onto some DunkTales. Ooh. Every graveyard shift is game in DunkTales. Ooh. Tales of swearing, rage, and when his luck fails. Ooh. Let's take a spin, might get a win on DuckTales. Ooh. Tales of a legend, ball jokes and good duck spells. Ooh. Not Gamble fails, all them on snails. No DuckTales. Ooh.
Ah, good times. Good old DunkTales. Made by Shankmo. Shout out to Shankmo for the awesome song. What all are we going to need to survive the new game pluses? I mean, if I want to do some cheesy behavior, we could turn certain damage types into healing. But it's a little dirty. But then again, we're probably going to end up with Glass Cannon in this run, so I feel like it's probably necessary. Just remember, you have to finish going down before you can go to New Game Plus if you haven't touched it. Yes. I have to go through all of those, then I have to do all the New Game Plus ones as well. We have a lot of perks that we're gonna end up with. Glass Cannon is like, not only is it likely, I feel like I think it's inevitable at this point when you're going to New Game Plus. Maybe not inevitable, because there is, let me see, if you were to break this into groups of 3, yeah, we'd have to get really lucky for things like Glass Cannon to not show up. Glass Cannon's not even our biggest problem. Teleportitis is a bigger problem. Ooh, we could use this. We could use this to kill the Alchemist right now. Easy. You need it? Yeah, I may need the exploit. You just did a weakening mage exploit run? Hell no. Alright, then we'll just make a tele wand that also heals. I think it'll be our goal then. Still gonna be afraid though of an insta-death moment, but we'll just try to set up some really badass heals. That'll be our counter move. How do you make damage into healing? Basically, there is... I have a video on my channel. Fury's also got a video. Whenever I made the video is because I think they just hadn't been talked about as much, and there may have been a slight change. I can't remember. His video should still work though too. So if you just type in Weakening Mage, I think you'll probably see Fury's video. That one should be fine. The idea is that you are basically causing the game to misalign where it thinks your resistances are. So at first, if it thinks that you are 0% resistant to projectile damage, you can misalign it so it thinks that you're like 25% resistant, and then 50%. So next thing you know, you're so resistant to certain kinds of damage that it actually heals you, and you're permanently that way. I mean, unless you get polymorphed or some shit like that. If you're curious which damage types can be made that way, it's any of the ones that exist as a weakening curse, because the weakening curse is what helps it misalign it. So weakening curse projectiles, meaning you can make projectiles heal you. You can even do the opposite and make projectiles, I think, damage you more if you wanted to. I don't know why you would want to. Same goes for the explosive, same goes for the melee damage, and same goes for the electricity. These are the 4 damage types that you're allowed to amplify or become more resistant to, and it actually heals you. So if you're talking about something like slice damage, which is what chainsaws do, you can't make slice damage, you know, heal the player directly. I mean, there are other gimmicky things you can try to do, but not directly. You're probably going to get all the immunities, so why would you do the weakening mage trick? Well, no, I mean, projectile is always going to be a threat, right?
Dunk, how do you feel about 3D sequels to 2D games? E.g. Risk of Rain to Risk of Rain 2. Hyper Light Drifter to Hyper Light Breaker, Legend of Zelda to Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time? Would you like to see 3D Noita?
I mean, the reality is, like, Risk of Rain 2 obviously is loved, and, you know, some people like the original, but the Risk of Rain 2 is way more popular, so it's definitely got, you know, it can pop off. I think the reason our community may seem a little negative towards it right now is, and myself included, where we looked at that trailer for Enter the Gungeon 2, I guess is called, I don't know, Enter the Gungeon 2 that's going to be in 3D, and it's like, damn it. Because as I play more and more Enter the Gungeon, I am more and more a little bit sad that they went with the 3D approach, but you can't say for sure until you try it yourself. Because I guarantee there were people that were probably disappointed with the Risk of Rain 2 being in 3D, and then they played it, and now it's one of their favorite games all time. As for the Zeldas, that was just a necessary step. I mean, come on, it's Zelda games, you know, open world exploration. 3D was a coming, and obviously, you know, opens up another realm. Noita in 3D, if the tech eventually gets there that every pixel can be simulated in 3 dimensions, I'm all for it. Right now, I feel like it would be the biggest lag fest of all time. I remember how Risk of Rain 2 just dropped out of nowhere. Wait, really? Did they not hype it up for a while? Was it just like, here's a game, play it? Noitcraft, yeah, right now, yeah, I guess, yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. It's not a pixel anymore. Every voxel, true. It's a 3D pixel. It's no longer a pixel when it's another dimension. Did you play Minecraft with a Noita wand crafting mod? Yeah, I would be interested. Yeah, I would definitely be very interested in something like that. I remember talking to Solar saying I think there could be some cool Terraria with the flavor of Noita to it as well. Because obviously Terraria is still 2D and it's not simulated down to the pixel. But because they have the whole inventory system that's a lot more, you know, there's yes, Noita's got the complex wand building and everything, but it doesn't have like the collecting and adventure and the base building that Terraria has. So I feel like there's something there that could be pretty nice to have. But then Minecraft would probably be even, you know, even cooler if you're able to hit it just right, where you could, you know, because Minecraft's already got every voxel is simulated, but just on a much larger scale, because they don't refine it down to that small of one, which makes sense because whole servers would just be lag fest otherwise. But being able to be creative with the builds, that's what I would like. Because in games like Minecraft, which is most games, you're a little more rigid and progressive. You're like, hey, here's a sword that does this much damage. Here's an upgrade to the sword. Here's another upgrade to the sword. Instead, I would like it to be where you customize your builds, and Noita has spoiled us with the customization, that's for sure. That's Kyora? I hope so, Bialet. That's what I want. You know me, I've pulled that trailer up like, what's it been, like 15 times now we watched Kyora on stream. But it could be another one of those that I'm just like getting myself amped up. I'm like, this is the game. And then whenever we play it, I'm like, damn it, it's not the game. What's Kyora? It is a 2D game that looks like it could be a flavor of Terraria and a bit of Noita maybe, because there is like pixels. You know what? I will watch that trailer for a 16th time because I like it that much, and I have hopes, high hopes, but we don't know. Actually, wait, has there been any updates? Development blog, June 23rd. I think we read this one. I'm pretty certain. Which was exciting. There's good stuff coming, but gotta be patient. I reject your WPlace link, my friend. No, we're not going to be breaking the reroll machine today. It's not necessary. So we see like little other players, you know, multiplayer going on here. Got some base building. There we see every pixel is simulated, or I don't know what the hell this is considered, but every vector is simulated. Every pixel is terraforming. That one's a good one there too, if you didn't notice. The little explosion. Sorry, I've seen the trailer a billion times. This little explosion, watch that. It's a pretty nice effect. Look at that. Very Noita-esque. But this trailer's been out for a little while now, and I'm like, you know, getting myself amped up. who knows what the final product will be. But yeah, we're definitely gonna check this out on stream. It'll be one of the games that we play. I don't know if it'll be like a, you know, the game that I play a billion hours, but we're gonna give it a slurp. Gonna give it a taste. So what we can do right now, spark trigger, damage plus, freeze, into a triple, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This will be on the outside because there's a 2 cast, so there's a hidden 2 cast right here. That's fine. And blood goes up here. We don't need the lance anymore. I don't know why we have the Eldritch Portal, for fun, I guess. This, put there. How is our wand firing right now? Let's put that up for a second. A little too expensive right now. I don't think we can afford the triplicate that well. Oh well, I guess we're stuck with it. Then we're gonna put the heal here and this there. Let's heal ourselves, hopefully. All right, we could grab more heals, but actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and grab more heals. Because we're about to be fighting the Alchemist. If we kill the Alchemist, we'll have infinite charges. So then these will not be wasted because they're not needed anymore. What am I missing over? Sometimes I look over in chat. I'm thinking like you guys are going to be discussing like, oh yeah, heal's pretty good. You know, he's in a pretty good spot. And I look over in chat's like, kissing and sex are normal. What's happening in here? What are you guys discussing? Keep your pants on. Behave yourselves. How much longer you think you're going? I think I can get it done in about an hour and a half. I think we're gonna be looking good. I think we're looking nice. Personal tentacler is the only, you just can attach it to any projectile as long as you hit the boss with it. That'll make them die real quick. So we're having some struggles right now. Afraid to go to that one mountain where I need, oh, okay, so I get mimicium, then we'll have infinite eat your vegetables stuff. Then we have the Greek letters. Okay, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. Have you still not taken more perks? Because it has eat your vegetables, and so I've been trying to prepare things in such a way that I don't have to deal with the annoyances and stuff afterwards. So that once I have it, I'll just be like, oh, everything's good. So I killed, I got the resources I needed to kill the Alchemist. Then I went and killed the Alchemist. Then I got the Greek letters. Now I'm going to go get, I'm going to do a piece of the mimicium quest to get the main material I need, or the main spell I need, which is mimicium. Sea of mimicium specifically. Okay, we dropped this. Okay, that was chat's fault. Mods ban the chat for fucking that up. I can't believe they ruined my milk flask after everything I did for them. Chat, you did this to me. Because of you, I drink. Coffee. There you go. It's more like coffee than coffee. Beer potion. All right, chat, you made me an alcoholic. I didn't choose this life. Alright, so we got the flask. We needed an empty flask for this quest. I didn't want to throw away any of my current ones. Alright, hold on. Let me put some pheromone onto the potion mimic. And then we can pick it up. Are you milking the potion mimic? I guess so. I guess you are milking them. You pour out the mimic juice onto empty flasks, making more mimics. These are not regular empty flasks, by the way. They're not just like any empty flask. They're like a special kind. So if you did it on other empty flasks in the world, you wouldn't get the same result. Alright. There we go. We get the Sea of Mimicium. That's what we needed. Looking good. Can you get more Sea of Mimicium by killing the potions? Yes. They have a 5% chance. Well, actually, I think those potions don't have a chance of dropping it. It's normal Mimicium potions, I think, have a chance. I mean, like, this one does have a chance. And ones you find in the world. You could also just drop the Mimicium here, or the Sea of Mimicium dude here. The potion. Wait, what? Shouldn't he? Oh, does it not work on this one? Does it have to be a world one? For some reason, I was thinking this one worked. Oh, it does. And then these, I believe, do have a 5% chance of dropping the Sea of Mimicium. Where'd they go? The fuck? They all left. They all bailed on me. I forget how many it spawns, but yeah, you can try to kill those for a chance. Apparently, they all just escaped, which was pretty smart, honestly. It's oh, is it 20%? Damn, that's much higher than I was thinking. I always mess that one up. 5%. Apparently, it's 20%. All right, so we have this, we have this. We do need a wand just in case we need to cast Sea of Mimicium. If you're curious what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to head over to the free spell room. See what it has to offer. Man, another heal. So this may seem crazy because we have deadly heal, we have the heal ball here. You're like, this is perfect, heals everywhere. But the move that we're about to make in a second is actually going to make it where we have infinite heals. It's just going to be kind of a slower infinite heals, but it's still infinite. And I will probably end up using one of these for like a tele heal as well, but I don't need to stack multiple heal bolts because we already have the Greek letters. It's just... there's heals on this seed that we're on. It's not the daily run, just so you guys know. It is a random seed, and we even have the settings turned off to hide the seed so people don't know what our journey today has. But definitely is a good seed. There's some technically true moments. Yiplicate could be interesting later if we're interested. Cessation, that could save us some time if... yeah, we'll start talking cessation. I'm willing to discuss that. Cessation and the heavy, big damage. There is the... That's funny, the cessation and the touch of grass both were in here. Both of these are part of the same quest line. Goofy. And then another blood material. So I have a hearty porridge. Now when I eat the hearty porridge, it heals me. That's the benefit to eat your vegetables. It gives you this flask every time. This perk, though, is annoying because now you have to balance out a hunger mechanic for the rest of the run. But we have Sea of Mimicium, so we can easily get more. So once you have the Sea of Mimicium, you have pretty much infinite healing, which is pretty cool. All right, put a little hearty porridge on the ground. We don't have to do the hearty porridge on the ground. You could just leave it as Mimicium up here. That's fine too. But I also wanted to leave some hearty porridge in case I mess up and drop the flask or do anything silly. I know that I have a backup supply up here. Now the goal would be to get Iron Stomach. Once I have Iron Stomach, I can just eat this infinitely, and then we'll be in really good shape. Are you ignoring the chat to rage bait us today? No, I can only talk so fast. What are you talking about? I've been talking this whole time. You guys simultaneously say I talk so much, but then also say I miss your messages. But if I'm in the middle of talking, how can I... Wait, are we talking and reading at the same time? You want me dual fucking... Okay, I try to do it sometimes. It usually goes terribly. Alright, here's the old quitsy yapping. You better stop the yap and pick up a bit of pace. You're in a main world, 4th or 5th, Holy Mountain, 6 hours of stream. Yeah, we're in great shape though. We have infinite healing. Our perks are looking pretty fantastic. Our money is out of control. I mean, we're in great shape. All right, 100% full. Tons of hearty porridge right here. Let's start pushing forward. And, oh yeah, one of the good things about Eat Your Vegetables is my damage is going to be pretty spicy now. Eat Your Vegetables, the more projectiles you put together, the more damage you do. Oh shit, this is kind of a scary one though. Infestation, adding damage to infestation stuff, I'd imagine would go terribly. Oh yeah, I forgot that I have a heavy as well. Oh well. No biggie. Tinker and Iron Stomach are some of the perks that I'll be the most excited for right now. And anytime my health is missing, just drink a little bit of hearty porridge and we're good. I do not have melee immunity, so I gotta be kind of careful here, but my damage is kind of crazy. As long as I don't get stuck on any rocks or anything like that, we are good. No need for any heart mage tricks. Wow, this wand is nice. Always cast reduce. That thing is a beast. 26 slots. My god. Alright, I'm gonna go to the next mountain hoping that Iron Stomach will be coming up soon. So far, we haven't used any rerolls, and chat has not used their one reroll either.
You sure are good at murder.
You sure are good at murder. Okay, so our options here are going to be personal plasma beam, extra health, and gas blood. Have to grab all of them, or I could reroll them. I'm going to choose to grab all 3. Chat, it is now up to you. If you would like me to reroll this, you're allowed 1 the entire run. So far, you have not used it. No reroll. Have at it. No reroll. No reroll. Nah. Reroll. Nah. No. Okay, so most are saying no. It seems for the most part. All right. So now we're gonna be stuck with this personal plasma beam, which is gonna be something. So we could put that there. Move this stuff here. I don't think the heavy spread's even necessary, but whatever. Also a 2 cast, huh? Oh man. That personal plasma beam shit fucks it up. Oh no, it's not too bad. We good. Will the plasma always ignite the gas? I don't think so. We're about to find out. I don't know. I never really ran this combination.
Oh, I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
Drenched in sweat. Grid on Bloody was an always cast on that wand. So we want it as a free spell, not an always cast. See, there's gases. You put the plasma. Doesn't seem to fuck with it at all so far. Oh shit, I'm Mike. Oh yes, look at that. That's hype. So if you notice my character's getting hurt right now, that's gonna be something that probably happens several times during this run. It means that I have forgot to eat and my character is starting to starve. So I need to keep up with the food intake, and you can't just drink water. Once you eat your vegetables, water no longer fills up the character's stomach, which is a little bit sad, but oh well. Okay, so we'll grab this. Just gotta make sure we don't drink all of the hearty porridge. If you drink all of it, well, you need at least a couple pixels of it to mimic for the mimicium. I have to be careful. Don't mind me just burning to death. None of that seems too interesting. Yeah. Dude, I'm about to die off of knockback alone. That's crazy. Let's do this. What? Is it the plasma knocking it? Let me test it out real fast. No, plasma doesn't knock it. It's just the shots. This wand kind of sucks against Big Steve. Not really, because as long as he doesn't get shoved, you literally can just boom. But instead, it's like pushing him away. Like protecting him. Now this is going to be my personal first reroll of the run. So I'm using up a reroll. Well,
Dunk, what's the most embarrassing thing you own IRL?
I mean, Shortman has sent some questionable things to me, so probably some of those. I do own some weeb figurines for shows that I've never watched and never intend to. But he also did send some badass stuff, like my Full Metal Alchemist figure that is pretty amazing. The toupee? Shut the hell up. I do not own a toupee. I do have a wig that Konga sent me, but that's something else entirely. Do I want to deal with this? No, I didn't want to reroll. Didn't Twitch send a trophy for streaming 5 days a week for thousands of sweaty nerds? That's pretty embarrassing. Hey! This right here, it'll fuck somebody up too. Muted? No! God damn it, Mike. I was bragging. Now, it should be good. It's unmuted. It's because the wire has like a short in it. I think I fucked with it too much. Anyways, this right here. I mean, come on. Don't be jelly of the trophy. Don't be jelly. I heard those are massive. They're not really massive. I mean, it's not that big, but it's
Slap
thick.
it harder.
Slap it harder. All right, you kind of weirded me out, but it is thick. Like it feels like if you just had a brick for like, you know, what you would build a home out of, the bricks. It feels just like a brick. Hearty porridge, and then we have really good digging. So I'm gonna go with the reroll here. I don't want to deal with some of this shit. Just not in the mood. All right, your call, chat. Are you guys winning a reroll or no? 40 steps, fire immunity, trick blood money. No. Okay, chat is not wanting to waste their one reroll, so we are going to go ahead and grab up all the perks. This guy. I do not have explosion immunity, so those mushrooms are kind of scary. Oh wait, no, I do have explosion immunity. I have exploding corpses. We good. Nothing to worry about. I did not grab the orb. I'll grab it in a moment. Wait, there is a chance for a heart here. And we got it. Sometimes RNG be good. Oh my god, let's get out of here. That's a lot of polymorphine. Alright, what are we gonna have here? Ooh. I think I'm gonna take it. Do you guys want to reroll? Yes or no? Your call. Nope, no reroll. All right, you got it, chat. We're sticking with it. The dice. I would like it to not be nice right now, which would be very rare. All right, so we grabbed all of those. These are going to be a little bit scuffed now. My teleport is going to be extra shit for a bit. I'm going to go kill the pyramid boss, and that should help repair it. Holy crap, it is bad. We got to go down to hell. We're going to hell. Otherwise, I'm going to go insane. Going to hell.
Ask him if he's been to hell.
Oh my god. Yo, chill game. The teleports are so hard to control. Okay, so what we are wanting is a Nala would be nice.
Can you Gamma plus Refresher the teleport bolt?
Gamma plus Refresher. Gamma plus Refresh. Oh, okay. I think I get what you're saying now, because by copying with the Greek letter, we don't have to worry about... Okay, so Greek letters don't copy... Holy shit, I can't teleport at all because of this. I've lost my bearings on where the hell I'm at. This is crazy. So Greek letters do not copy your perks. Meaning if you ever have really shitty perks that you don't like, whenever you use the Greek letter, for example, this black hole. This black hole is being copied by this Greek letter. This Greek letter doesn't get any of the perks, so it's just cast as a regular black hole. This is why if you ever end up with the homing perk, one of the big reasons people don't like the homing perk is they say, oh, it's gonna mess with my black holes and stuff. And yes, it can, you know, the homing perk can get pretty crazy with that kind of stuff. Where the hell is, oh, homing perk. But if you use a Greek letter, like I'm using, if I have the homing perk, which I do not, the black holes will not home onto just random shit, so I can actually dig in straight lines. The Gamma Refresher idea is decent. I may end up trying that, because it's better than what we got going on. I like it.
Dunk, what top percentile of Noita players would you say you are by skill? Top 50%? Top 30%?
0.00000001 in terms of I am number one. You're looking at him, Tito. Yolk wishes. Yolk wishes. I'm him. Oh baby, there's that. That also is good. We'll grab that. Okay, well, I don't see a gamma, and if I drop all the way down to the bottom, that one area where we could easily find a gamma, I'm sure, it's going to be torture getting back up here. The best thing to do is to probably go up, try to repair my wand best I can, then to go back down potentially. Can you make more? Yes, I can make more, but the problem is I can't at this very moment because I'm not set up properly. The reason I had to stop doing that is because we're actually running low on hearty porridge. Alright, so we have to start to heal up. Oh god, this is actually a big problem. This could actually be the death of us. We have to start ambrosiaing. That is bad. That is very bad. We are actually in danger right now. A lot of danger. Oh my god.
I guess you see why we call it Sweat Mountain.
I can't teleflask. I'm near too much lava. What I'm thinking is I wonder if I was to put ambrosia on myself and start drinking the lava, if that could be a possibility. I have an idea. I am scared.
Hey uncle, I missed the bet. Can you do a lil reopen for the boys?
Did I drink from the wrong flask? Did I just drink from the wrong flask? Dude. Fucking eat your vegetables.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Let's do it again. I wasn't looking.
Reeling, about to break.
I drank from the ambrosia, didn't I? Damn. So I had Saving Grace. What I was doing was I was waiting for Saving Grace to proc. Then I was going to drink from the healthy porridge, so it saves me.
But
And
yeah,
then-
did you seriously not have mimicium tinkered on ICANTUCANTWECANT?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking because in my head I wasn't doing that earlier because of
You'll have to do the run again, today.
yeah. Because normally I'm keeping my wands free so I could grab more stuff, but I forgot that our teleport was so fucked that we wouldn't be able to go up. We would have to levitate regularly. Oh my god. It messed up the teleport so badly that I just couldn't go. You couldn't shoot up. Doesn't eat your vegetables leave you at 1 HP? Yes, but the problem is I was shooting a freeze on a black hole. I needed to open up like a larger gap, and I didn't have the time because I figured, okay, I'm going to keep starving. So let me just abuse the Saving Grace, have it proc one time, eat your veggies, heal out. Saving Grace will proc me again as I'm going up, and I could save myself. Oh my god. I drank ambrosia. Dude, teleport, it was so shit with that bouncy. I didn't realize it made it that bad. I don't really grab it that often. I know it adds a lot of lifetime, but that thing was terrible. I guess I'm used to having short telly, and I've had bouncy a couple times. That long telly with it was crazy. Imagine dying because the hunger mechanic. Load the review. Fucking eat your vegetables. Fucking bouncy. Fucking everything.
Honestly, chat, I didn't believe in you when you choose to not reroll eat your vegetables because I thought we had a god gamer to play. But easy clap. Also, Dunk, you own me a 15 streak.
Come on, man. Eat your vegetables is like just so annoying. It's like you have to like pause the game constantly if you don't want to. Every time I'd be like having a conversation with chat, it was like, oh, you're starving again. I was like, oh, okay. Try again tomorrow? We could do it tomorrow. I will be streaming again in about 15 hours. I'm going to go cry off stream. I can't believe scammed by... This is why we talk about this all the time. How the best perks are pretty great, but the worst perks are so shit. They are straight up run killers, man. Run killers. Redo it tomorrow? If you guys want, I can do a reroll tomorrow. Or reroll. No, redo. Why did you not reroll? My thinking on the eat your vegetables was that I would get iron stomach soon. Once I get iron stomach, I wouldn't have to worry about it anymore. I'd have no issues. So it felt wasteful to reroll eat your veggies whenever I would eventually get iron stomach anyways. The bouncy, I just underestimated that one. That one fucked me hard. Now chat, remember, when people stop by tomorrow and they ask what happened in the run, you tell them it was a situation, unsurvivable. There was no gamer could survive the situation. Impossible scenario. If I see anything other than that, the mods will deal with you. You got that, chat? Latali raid, or would you prefer not to do the Silksong spoilers? Oh shit, that's a good question. I do want to show Latali love. I'm afraid of somebody being asleep and raiding into waking up to some spoilerinos, you know? Let's do the final shop of the day. Just remember, chat, we have an agreement. It's in your contract. You guys already agreed that you will tell people tomorrow that it was a situation that an elite gamer, such as myself, put up a hell of a fight, but it was an impossible win scenario, right? Like, I try to pull some Kobayashi Maru shit, and fucking, you take an unwinnable situation, and we turned it into a win in our hearts. I think that's what the Kobayashi Maru is, right? The win was in us all along. The win was friendship, is what we learned. The win was friendship. Good stream still. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Al Loops, even though we had the lame ending. By now, I was expecting myself to be kind of speedrunning through the new game pluses, which breaks my heart that that's not what we're doing. We didn't even get to the coin flip part of the run. God damn it. What is he up to? What is good old Derek doing?
19. Got 222.
He's currently doing speedrunning of Space Age twice per day for charity.
If I can find some edge.
That sounds pretty badass. That sounded pretty cool. You know what? I'm too lazy. My brain's not working right now. We're gonna raid Team McIntyre and Derek, who is at the moment doing charity speedrunning on Factorio, which sounds awesome to me. Have fun hanging out over there. Thanks for the love. Sorry if there's a raid target I didn't go to right now. It's just I'm too disappointed. My heart broke whenever I lost that run. But I'll be back in 15 hours. My title will say Redemption Saturday. It's the day I redeem myself. In chat, they forget about what happened today. We delete that clip where I died, and you guys just spam Giga Chat as I pull off God Gamer moves. Be here in 15 hours. Be ready for that. Thanks for the chill stream. No, thank you, Shauna, for hanging out. Always good seeing you. Tell that to all the lost streaks. Listen, I told you guys, it's in your contract. Tomorrow when people stop by, because there's going to be some people that didn't see that death, you tell them the truth. I'm not asking you to lie. Tell them the truth. It was an unwinnable situation that I did an amazing job still holding up against it, that you were very impressed, some of you slightly aroused, because that's how good the gameplay was, and that even though I lost, in a way, we still won because of the impressive gameplay that you saw up until the moment of death. Agreed? It's in your contract. There's no going back. I'll see you guys in about 15 hours. Be ready for more Noita, more sweats. This time, no deaths. If you guys, I'll be there. Deuces. Be there. Peace.